Hello, in this video we are going to talk about addition and subtraction of complex numbers. Yes, you can add, subtract, divide, and multiply complex numbers. To add and subtract complex numbers, we are going to treat I as like a variable. You just combine like terms with the other I variable. So let us consider this example in number 1. So we have 3i plus I. So if it helps you, if you're going to put a coefficient of 1 beside the regular I, you can do that. And of course 3i plus 1i is 4i. So the answer for number 1 is 4i. Number 2, we have negative 7i plus 2i. That gives us negative 5i. Okay, just like combining like terms. So as what we have done so far, steps, if adding, if there is a parenthesis, we are going to drop the parentheses and then we combine like terms. Now, if we are subtracting, we are going to follow KCF. What is KCF? K stands for keep the first parentheses. C stands for change subtraction, the operation. Change subtraction to addition. And then F stands for flip all the signs in the second parenthesis, or you can simply distribute the negative sign or the minus sign. Let's try and apply these steps in this example right here. As you can see, we don't have parentheses, so we will simply combine if there is something we can combine. So we have here a negative 8i and an I, negative I. You can put them side by side if that is helpful. Negative 8i and minus I. And then the other set of numbers that we have is negative 1 and negative 4. So we could place negative 1 minus 4 and then we simplify. So this will give us negative 9i and the constants would be equal to negative 5. So we can't combine negative 9i with negative 5 because they are unlike terms. So this will be our final answer. Let's try the next problem. So we're going to identify which terms we can combine. So I am looking at positive 3i. I am also looking at negative 2i. So that's minus 2i when I drop it down. So there's no more I. And now I am going to focus on the constants. So I have a positive 3. That's positive 3, so plus 3. And we have positive 8. And we also have minus 7. Okay, so 3i minus 2i gives us an I or 1i. And 3 plus 8, that's 11 minus 7, that is going to be equal to 4. So we can't combine a variable and a constant, so that will leave us our final answer. All right, let us try another example. This time we have parentheses. So what we said earlier about the steps is when you see an operation, addition, and then there's parentheses, you may just drop the parentheses. Okay, so we could just write and as we rewrite the numbers, we could also like put them side by side, and ones that we can combine. So I'm looking at positive 3. I'm also looking at negative 4. So again, our goal is to drop the parentheses and at the same time put together what can be combined. I'm looking at positive 2i, so plus 2i. And the last one, which is negative 3i. Now let's combine. 3 minus 4 is negative 1, and 2i minus 3i is negative I. So here is our final answer. Let's try an answer number number 6. So let's distribute. We have the first term or first set of numbers, which is in parentheses. We can keep that 5 minus 3i in parentheses, or you may drop it because there's no operation before these parentheses right here. So it's really gonna stay the same. However, this right here is a minus sign. You may put a 1 as a coefficient with that negative sign, or may not if you're not bothered by it. Okay, so you can change this to plus sign and switch all the numbers inside the parentheses in its opposite sign, or you could distribute. So negative 1 times 7, that would give us negative 7. And we also distribute that to the last term. So negative 1 times negative 4i, that is going to be a positive 4i. So for the first term, we can just like what we said, we can just drop the parentheses, and yes, you can do that. And now let us check on the numbers that we can combine. So I'm looking at positive 5 and negative 7. So when you drop it down, it's going to be exactly the same operation. And now we have negative 3i and a positive 4i. Let's combine our answer. We have negative 2, and this would give us positive I. So plus I. And here is our final answer. Alright, thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you find value. If you do, please hit subscribe and like, and thank you so much. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.